Alright, my little surf fishing friends, Ian Sands in the surf, going out today. Went out yesterday, tried to catch a couple of fish, did alright, little babies, but we're gonna try something bigger today. Beautiful day here on Oak Island. As you can see, the sun is not shining and it's a little cold and it's raining, but you know what? That's what we get. High tide today, yesterday was low tide. Just an ordinary guy with some ordinary Walmart fishing gear, gonna give it a try. And look at this, I can't even park in the town decal sticker because I got a new truck and I got no sticker on the car. I gotta go over to town hall and get another one. All right, we're gonna go out there in the surf and see what we can catch. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, what a difference 12 hours makes. Yesterday we came out here, water was pretty calm. Last night it was low tide. This morning it's high tide. Last night the waves were pretty calm. This morning they're a little bit rough. We're casting out right about there. Not casting out too far, because that's basically where the fish are, and also because these cheap Walmart rods don't go out that far. Just fishing on a regular part of the beach. I'm not down at the point. Some people say, well, why don't you go down to the point and fish? Well, because I'm lazy, that's why. No, actually it's because, I mean, where are most people gonna fish? They're gonna fish right where their beach house is, right? So you're in your house here, you walk down the steps, you're just gonna go fish. So that's what we're trying to imitate here, just what ordinary people would do. Got on some frozen shrimp, nothing too exciting. And some of those bloodworms on one of the rigs, artificial bloodworms, the green ones. And we're just gonna see what happens. That hole I was fishing last night, it's like right over here, so just a little bit left of it. But it's probably a little bit further out because again, it's high tide. And I don't know, I got my waders on because it's March and the water's cold. I'm not wading out too far, but keeps me dry. So that's a good little thing to have if you want to invest in something. I recommend that. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we got another little bluefish. Not very big. I'm almost tempted to keep him and make some fish tacos out of him, but I'm gonna let him go because he's awful small and I would feel terrible. I'll let him come back when he's a little bigger. But yeah, so we're catching them here down on the island. Really not doing anything too special, just aiming for this hole out here. Let me get this fish back in the water and I'll tell you some more. All right, so far we've got a puffer, a whiting, bluefish. We're out here on Oak Island this morning, and I'll tell you the biggest challenge, issue I'm having. Oh, look, this little line right here might have a fish on it. I might have to catch that. Yep, hold on a second. Reel that in. All right, we did have a fish on that line. It's a little whiting. Put him down so you can see him. See what he looks like. There you go. Or some people call him Virginia mullet, sea mullet. It's actually called a kingfish. This one's not very big, but you can eat these. They're good. Make some good fish tacos. This is kind of small, but not. They don't get too much bigger than that. At least not in the surf. Maybe 12 inches or so. So yeah, we got him. I'm gonna get the sand off him, and then we'll see if we can catch something else. And I'll tell you about all the mistakes I'm making today. All right. So first mistake I'm making is my line's twisted. Second mistake I'm making is this tackle's too heavy for the little fish I'm catching. When I caught that puffer, I didn't even know it was on. Third mistake I'm making, I'm trying to babysit two rods, so I'm not really paying attention to any one in particular, and I've actually missed a couple of bites because of that. So I probably should just focus in on one and stop being greedy. And the third mistake I'm making is I keep catching all these little fish and throwing them back. I should be eating them and making fish tacos. My wife makes great fish tacos, but something about a little fish just makes you feel, oh, it's so cute and adorable, I just gotta throw it back. So we're gonna try to catch some more, and maybe we'll start to get hungry enough to keep them. All right, I decided to spend a little bit more time just playing with one rod, and it paid off. We got ourselves a little puffer. Let's see if he'll puff up for us there. Come on, puff up. Maybe not, but that's not a bad one. We might just be keeping him. So just know that these things are totally poisonous, and if you eat one, you will die, but they taste so good, it's just worth it. So JK, only the Pacific puffer are poisonous. This is not a Pacific puffer, and he is delicious. So we're gonna put him in the bucket, catch some more. All right, let me tell you what I'm doing. I decided not to babysit this rod anymore. Yeah, I got some bait on it, and if a fish comes along and it's big, like a blue or a big whiting or something, I'm gonna know he's on it. I'm gonna see that rod jiggling. But you see how it's moving ever so slightly there because of the waves? I'm not gonna know if there's a puffer on there or not, because puffers don't make big hits like a bluefish would or something like that. They just kind of nibble on it. They kind of just suck on it and then they eat it. So what I'm doing on this rod is I'm actually babysitting it, and I got my finger on it right there. And the reason I got my finger on it is because I can feel the puffer chewing on it. And it just feels like, and then I know something's there. And when I feel a couple I set the hook, and then I start reeling it in. And at first you're like, did I get a fish? I don't know if I got a fish. And then the next thing you know, it feels real heavy, and you're like, man, I must have just hooked a big clump of seaweed. But you didn't get a big hunk of seaweed, you got a puffer, and he's puffed up. So we got a couple in the bucket, which I'm pretty happy about, and we're gonna try to get a few more. Well, my surf fishing friends, the bite has slowed, and I'm getting cold and a little tired, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today, take my 2 puffer, go home, and come back tomorrow. But I'll tell you the one thing I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm gonna take that little pen reel off that big heavy rod and put it on a much lighter rod. I think it'll be much better, and I'm gonna come down with just that, and we're gonna try again. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Fishing here on Oak Island in March. It's cold, it's windy, it's rainy, and the fish are biting.